Hello, thank you for being in a new video. This time I have the Realme 14 Pro Plus with me, and we're going to tell you the first impressions. Let's start. For some strange reason, Realme renews this series very steadily. So very recently we had the Realme 12 Pro Plus as a novelty. The Realme 14 Pro Plus arrived very quickly, and now this new generation also arrives very quickly with interesting changes. The highlight is that it has battery with 6000 milliamps in its capacity without increasing the thickness of the device in a too noticeable way. In this case, the thickness is 799 millimeters in this white edition, which by the way also has a particularity, and is that it will change the color of the cover depending on the temperature. So it is not that you are going to be able to change the color manually, but if it is cold it will be one color, if it is hot it will be another color. It's a curious detail, nothing more to show it off to your friends. A cell phone has a weight of 194 grams in this white edition and has IP69. So it can be submerged without any concern. You can take pictures underwater. It can withstand pressurized hot water jets, so water won't do it any harm. The screen has a size of 6.83 inches in its diagonal. We're talking about an OLED panel with 1.5K resolution, 2800 by 1262 pixels, and in this case 120 Hz on its refresh rate. It's obviously a very good quality screen. But the highlight of this device, besides the design, I believe will be its cameras. Notice the new design it has with a triad of flashes, if we could call it that way, that are strategically placed as well. For starters, we find the periscope camera with a 50 megapixel Sony IMX882 sensor. It has a focal length equivalent to 73 millimeters, so we could say it is 3x optical zoom. It gives us f-aperture 2.65. Autofocus and optical stabilization. So this would be that lens that also offers us a crop within the sensor to give us this 6x perspective in photographs and looks good enough quality. It won't be a zoom expert definitely, but it has good capabilities. The maximum zoom is 120x, but believe me, it will look a bit forced. I do not consider that they should place that zoom, but note that in this case, let's say it will optimize well the shapes or the letters, but it is a somewhat exaggerated zoom. Then we are going to find the main camera, which is also 50 megapixels with a Sony IMX896 sensor. In this case, offers us f-aperture 1.8 and also optical stabilization. And finally, the 8 megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera with f-aperture 2.2 and focus fixed. So in terms of cameras, can become a good competitor. Because, for example, in price, let's say that more or less going to compete against the Galaxy A56, then we find here a camera with much more professional capabilities, although it is still not so close to the results that offers us the high end, but definitely that gives us a good experience. The front camera is 32 megapixels with fixed focus. In this case, offers us the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 processor, comes with 5212 gigabytes in this version, although there may possibly be variants, and 12 gigabytes of RAM, offering very good capabilities. Also in this section, as I told you, the battery has a capacity of 6000 milliampere hour and supports a charging power of 80 watts via cable. It comes with Android 15 and realme UI 6. Let me know your opinion through the comments. I hope soon to have on the channel to do a much more in-depth analysis. For now, has been a brief initial look. I hope you like this video. If you did, you know you can indicate it, and see you next time.